Hello, my name is Priscilla. I'm going to be talking about teaching dispositions today. I think that I possess quite a few of the dispositions. I substitute teach during the day from about 8:25 to 3:45. I online teach from about 4 a.m. to like 6 a.m. for the most part. I teach kids internationally from Beijing. So that's why I have this background. yeah, I don't just have this as decoration in my room, but it's my background for my VIP kid online classes. So I think that I have respect for diversity of others. I love to travel. I've been to Spain, I've been to Italy. I plan to go to Thailand, I plan to go to Germany, I plan to go to a lot of different places. So I myself I'm Hispanic, I'm Salvadorian, my whole family's Salvadorian, I speak Spanish. Culture to me is super important. I think that people should hold dear to themselves and to their family and to their culture and to their ideals. I love learning about people's culture. I love talking to people about their culture. I'm super passionate about my own culture, so it makes me happy talking to others about theirs. I also think that I have professional conduct. I try to lead by example. I would think I am a great role model. I was instilled with a lot of values and morals, and I talk to my students in a professional, friendly, teacher manner. I talk to my administrators that way. I dress professionally, I dress like a teacher. I also think that I have reflection because I am always looking for ways to improve myself, to improve my teaching, to make things fun, to find little ways to encourage my students by rewarding them, by high-fiving them, by doing little games. Like some of them I play little patty cake through the screen, or with my physical kids, you know, they love high fives, physical high fives, they love them. I also just feel like I like to improve and do better for my students. It's just something that I take pride in. I look for new things to do. I look for new things to learn about. I read about things, and I try to keep up to date on new ways of teaching and methods. And that's why I love this class so much, because it really helps us learn new methods. And also I have a lot of curiosity, and I like to think that I myself have my kids be curious as well. I encourage them to ask questions. I encourage them to ask me questions. You know, sometimes I'll ask them, where are you from? And they tell me where they're from. I say, I am from, you know, like and then I say, ask me a question. And they ask me a question and I answer. Obviously it's a professional question. It's usually like, you know, questions we've been talking about the entire day. But I like to encourage them to color their picture the way they want. They asked me, what should I color this? I'm like, whatever you want. What do you think it should be? We just did pumpkins the other day, and they were like, you know, what color should I do? And I was like, what color do you want your pumpkin to be? Some of them were rainbow, some of them were orange, some of them were black, some of them were, I don't know, they were all just different colors. Also, I think I have honesty. I display a lot of honesty. I think that honesty is the best policy. I tell my students that. I tell them to have integrity. They know what integrity is because we go over it a lot. So I'm like, did you know, have integrity? Did you push them down? You know, did you do that? Did you hit them with this? Or, you know, and then I'm like, have integrity. And then they're like, okay, yeah, yes, I did. And, you know, they apologize amongst each other. I think that I've just been instilled to be a honest person with integrity, and I would like to think that I am a very honest person. Compassion. I have a lot of compassion. I'm super kind. I have a lot of patience as well. me with my students, a lot of, I mean, I can be strict when I need to be, but I'm pretty compassionate. I love my students. You know, can you tie my shoe? And I'm like, yeah, of course I'll tie their shoe. You know, they're like, can you help me do this? Can you help me cut this? And, you know, I go over there and I help them cut. You know, I'm understanding. I like to get to know my students. I ask them questions. You know, I'm like, oh, cool backpack. You got a new backpack today. And they're like, yeah, I got it yesterday. Or, you know, they tell me these things, and then I ask them what they did over the weekend. They tell me what they do over the weekend. I love to know what they do over the weekends. Advocacy. So I sit down and explain or help students complete projects. I high five them. I just love encouraging them. I'm like, you did so well today. Like, you did amazing. And they're like, you know, they get super excited. I high five them. And then they're like, teacher, look what I did. Or, you know, I finished it. Or they didn't finish it the day before and they finished it today, and they're all super excited. So I think that I have a lot of advocacy for that. Dedication. I think that I'm super dedicated because I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning every morning to teach, and then teach for about 2 hours, and then I go teach some more throughout the day. And I substitute teach, like I was saying, during the day, teaching physical, like 25 kids around there. And I think that just teaching is truly my passion, and I love it. I love going to work. If I didn't love it, I don't think I'd be able to function throughout the day. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a tired girl when I get home, but it is rewarding seeing kids happy, smiling, learning. The light bulbs just go up, and it's just super rewarding. It makes me feel accomplished myself to see them accomplishing things. Also, I think potential bias affecting teaching is that some teachers put in notions that some kids can't learn. That's not the case. Every kid can learn. There is just different methods that they need to be able to learn, accommodations, just like we've been learning in the standards. We as teachers should be finding ways to teach them learn, individualized ways, using innovation, using flexibility, using all those things to try to get them to interact, to get them to reach their full potential. So I think that sometimes the bias that we have in teaching is that all kids, or when kids are bad, they're just never going to fix themselves, or they're not going to behave well ever. And we should realize that they have a life outside of school. They might have difficulties that we don't see, and school for them is, I think, a safe place sometimes. So we as teachers should be compassionate about that, because we don't know what happens when they leave school. We just know what happens during school. So a lot of the times that's a teacher bias, that teachers are just like, you know, this kid is just very bad, and they have this whole notion of he's just very bad. But sometimes they just need a little bit of guidance. They need a little bit more attention, more time, and sometimes it's all you need to improve students. So also, I will use my feedback from annual performance evaluations, observations, and data on student performances to determine where my students are, and to enhance my knowledge and teaching strategies as well. I will use those to see where I need to go, what I need to improve on, what different teaching styles I should be trying, what teaching styles worked, what didn't work, what I need to do to improve and help my student flourish, and me myself flourish as a teacher. Because I think educators should always be looking to improve themselves, because we improving ourselves means that we help our students more, and that's a big It's a big thing. Our job is more than just a paycheck. It's genuinely helping, teaching, and just filling kids with knowledge and helping them reach their full potential. So I think that these dispositions are all super important, and I think that I would just want to focus as a new teacher of me having my physical classroom that I hope will be pretty soon. I would just want to probably focus more on advocacy, maybe just, and get more experience also in more strategies, more learning and teaching strategies. I think that's also a big thing. Feedback from performances and data collecting. I think I would just want a little bit more information on that as well. But other than that, I think that all in all, the dispositions are super important for teachers to possess, and teaching is just, I think, super rewarding, and it's exciting. So yeah, thanks for listening to me. I hope you guys have a great day, and bye-bye.